So we heard a lot today and yesterday, and there's a lot of talks. So I really want to focus on actions. So from yesterday's keynote, I mentioned one thing, that intelligence is the ability to apply information positively. And there's a lot of information floating around right now. And you must be wondering, what do I do next? Overwhelmed, maybe, or over-informed to a certain extent. So I really want to help you here to sort of take the next action and take the next step and how we can move forward. And I think most important part is what makes us human or what makes us intelligent is ability to apply information positively, yes, but also intelligence is something that you apply this information for something good, for something positive, and to solve a problem. Intelligence without a conclusive action innovates nothing. So how do we innovate? It starts with curiosity. So you've got to be curious about everything that you learned in the past 2 days. And I can completely empathize with you. Some of you leaders might be feeling, where do I start? Some of you might be thinking, how do I get started with the people that I'm working with or the tech that I'm working with, the legacy system? Lots of questions. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine to feel this way at this moment. So I have categorized some of you, which you can probably associate to. There might be some adopters. I really want to get started. That's the kind of question. What is my use case? Where do I begin? I have data, but I don't know what next. What should be my digital data and AI strategy? All these obvious questions are absolutely fine, and it's good questions. There are some who now believe in AI. That's a good step. So you're making the right moves. And you might be wondering, what is the right use case for you? That's great. That's good news. Stay there. There are some who do not believe. So you want to see AI in action. Show me. I still don't trust it. That's great. You are at the right place. So stuff is coming for you. There are some who are really leading the AI tech, but you want to optimize. Maybe you want to go even further. You want to really get those ROIs out. You want to fine-tune this. Probably you're missing some part of this puzzle. That's absolutely fine as well. So if you belong to any of these categories, that's great. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. We'll help you. We'll help you to get yourself into the right areas, right categories, build the right strategy, help you with assessing where you stand and where you need to go, how we can bridge that digital divide. So, usually, I don't ask people to get their phones out. But I got 7 simple steps, which I'm going to share with you. And I want you all to share this with the entire world if you could. So if you want to take a photo, please do so. There's my Twitter handle and AITechNorth's Twitter handle as well. So tag us if you do so. So I'm going to give you 7 steps to really build simple AI solutions. So first and foremost, S. Start with a problem strategically. Find out if you actually have an AI problem. Do you have a data problem? And do you really need AI to solve this problem? So ask yourself, and this is for everyone, leaders, designers, and professionals. All of you need to ask this as a first question. If you have money and you want to innovate, go for it. But that becomes experimentation. You're not adding value. If you're really solving a problem, you're on the right path. So first step really is really assessing, do you have an AI problem to solve? Next is, go ahead and innovate. And when I say innovate, it is really identifying what is your use case or the problem statement, what the benefit you're after. So if you are trying to engage with your customer or optimize your operations or transform your systems, you really need to understand what technology you're going to bring. Engagement technologies are chatbots, conversational AI. If you're trying to optimize your operations, you're looking for machine learning capabilities. If you're trying to transform the entire operations or existing application, you're trying to adopt existing AI applications like cognitive services or pre-built AI and embedding them into your system. These could be done in many ways. Simple, low-code way, or you could go hardcore, which is really get a full-fledged team, start to end and really build a nice AI value chain for you. The next is the most important one. M for empathy. You see what I did there? Empathize with your business users, people that you're working with. Empathize and understand their requirements. Ensure the business requirement actually embeds into the technology and the solution that you're designing. And when I say empathy, ethics, responsibility, accountability, transparency, privacy, all of this, a key part of this. So empathy is really understanding who's going to use and touch this technology. Once you have this in place, I think this is a great start. And this is where you need designers and leaders to drive this to solve a problem. Next, plan. Without planning, you can't obviously implement an AI project. So planning is critical. Planning helps to bring a time scale, realistic resources that you can actually apply. How can you leverage your team, your data, the resources that you have at hand? Lastly, try to experiment. Be curious. Be curious to sort of figure out what is right for you. You got little data, play with it. You want more data, create more data. Really work through your value chain and experiment. Take that first step. Because I think with AI, you've got to find out what is right for you. AI is a complex tech. You can't get it right first time. If you do, let me know. I would like to hear from you. So really experiment and find out what is right for you. And this leads into the next two steps. Next two steps is pretty much adapting. I think Agile project is a good example. Agile method is a great example of how you can work in an unknown sort of objective or with, you don't know the end goal maybe. This is one way to just adapt. Platform is changing, regulations are changing, the tech is constantly changing. So you've got to constantly adapt. So have that as a mindset. And once you've done that, I think close the loop. You've got to have human in the loop. You've got to have your people in the loop. And as you can see, I'm trying to sort of refine the entire process and bring it back to the empathy stage. Get it connected with the people. You're building a purpose-driven solution for people. So make it people-centric. And if you do all of this, I think you have a great chance of success. Hope this becomes a nice takeaway for you from this summit. But the other most important takeaway should be, we are here as AITechNorth platform, leveraging power of community. We have evolved from years and years of innovation, which became tool for next generation. So how can we leverage the power of community? You just witnessed powerful 2 days of experts, researchers, innovators, sharing knowledge. So let's leverage this. So what are the benefits? First and foremost is the awareness. Awareness leads to AI readiness. We are minimizing waste, reducing the chances of failure. We're sharing lessons learned and solutions and strategies so that you can accelerate your journey to AI. We have got this ecosystem that's ready for you to sort of just go out there and leverage. We have partners, experts, researchers, and thought leaders, everyone here to sort of share their knowledge with you. We distinguish ourselves from any other events platform proudly because this is an expert-led platform, and we're absolutely proud of it. Lastly, all of this is a knowledge base for you so that you can access anytime you want. We have events throughout the year, innovation exchange, summits like this, and one-to-one sessions as well. So we are here to advocate the best practices so that you all could benefit from trustworthy and beneficial AI solution and to solve your problem. Membership is also coming as one of our features going forward in 2021. So that summarizes the power of community. So our mission statement is clearly to make you all ready to adopt, embrace, and get started with advanced innovation. And advanced innovation starts with AI. So just to close my keynote, I would like to mention one thing. Be curious. Be curious about your data, people, processes, and technology. The resources that you have at hand. Ask yourself and the business the question and analyze what is right for you. Leverage the power of community, as I just said. And disrupt the disruption. To summarize what is disrupt the disruption, working with innovation, our Industry 4.0, or the fourth wave, it is disruptive in its own way. We really need to understand how we can arm ourselves with technology, solutions, and strategies to solve the problem of future. So we are here in every capacity, through events, through our platform, and that's my email address. So if you have any questions, please do get in touch with us.